Good morning, soccer fans. This is Jeff Bollier from the Bay Press-Gazette here with Greg Weiland. Weiland?
Got it.
Greg Weiland, Pulaski High School boys junior varsity soccer coach, to talk a little World Cup, get you all psyched up. Greg, thanks for joining us here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and we are here at Argonne Park here in Ashwaubenon. Got a soccer field behind us, and just what are you looking forward to?
Yeah, it's always fun to see. It builds up for so long. It's kind of, it's like an Olympics.
Yeah.
Where you literally watch these people. They have their own domestic leagues, but this is such a big thing to people because it's kind of like that trophy that it's that elusive that every player wants.
Yeah, you can stack a club team with superstars, but you can't. The World Cup is something completely different.
Yeah.
Along those lines, how are you dealing with it as an American without having the U.S. there to root for? This time around.
Sure, it's certainly a little bittersweet. You like to see us represented there. I just saw the other day that I think we'd sold the most tickets beyond any other country, and that that still shows that there's some serious love for the sport here, even though we're not here. So it kind of makes you wonder if we were, how many other people would have made a trek that far around the world. So.
Yeah, exactly. And how much more energy there would be around here for it too.
Yeah.
So have you picked a team that you're going to back in place of the U.S., a sort of temporary alliance or allegiance?
I don't know if I think Brazil will win.
Okay.
They're just so fundamentally sound in every area that it's very difficult to pick a spot and say this is a very big weakness. And if I had anyone, I would say them. My first World Cup, when I finally kind of got it, I was maybe 10 or 8, and watching them play was just incredible. They don't really follow a lot of the pragmatic. They like to play with flair. They like to attack, and that's what people want to watch. No one wants to watch a 0-0. Maybe the purists, but most people who turn it on, they want to see a 3-2.
They want to see an exciting game, and they may not necessarily understand the tactics, but they can see the style with which Brazil plays.
Absolutely,
a good recommendation there for your average World Cupper too, in terms of what to look for. So. Do you have any crazy predictions you think that are going to come to pass, or
I don't know how crazy they'd be, but I think, and it started the last World Cup. The South American teams are very, very underranked. They on their day, they have so much energy that never seems to stop, and it's like they can just wear down your everyday. If you put two ranked teams, one from Europe, I'll take the South American probably every day.
Interesting. To build off of that, my sort of interesting prediction, that you may have heard somewhere else, is that I think Peru's going to make the final 16.
Yeah.
They'll make it out of the knockout round. They're kind of one of those that they're highly ranked in the FIFA rankings, but haven't made it to the World Cup since I think 1982. So I'm curious to see kind of what they do with their sort of shot at the global stage as well. When
you have that long of a time that you don't make it, that's got to be a big weight on the shoulders of the players. Not in a negative way, but by all means to realize how long it's been since you made it and know how important that you got 3 games. Nothing else is guaranteed. So you take those and you do the best with them. It's. Again, any given day, and there's really not a group that is, they always want to talk about a group of death, where you've got 3 or 4 just teams who are able to
just deserve to make it out, but just because of the draw.
The format, that's just the way it works. So for them, anyone else, your biggest deal is just getting past the first game or two without a loss. That it's such a big deal because again, everything. The most you can come away with is 9 points, which would be 3 wins.
Yeah.
So at least if you can kind of keep those losses at bay, you're always in contention.
Definitely so. And as somebody who works with youth soccer players in this area. What are you hoping the boys and girls from Pulaski who are in the teams and in the programs learn or take away from watching the world's best on the global stage?
Yeah, I think it kind of reminds you of an Olympics where you got these people who work so long, and soccer is a unique sport where you have so many different, you can have one or two good players, but that doesn't mean you're going to get through anything. And it's kind of twofold. One is to see the sacrifice that these guys go through. And I mean, when you play qualifiers for 2-3 years just to make it here, it's brutal. And it kind of shows you how to deal with pressure, how to maybe channel that, in a productive way, and really try and represent yourself and your country in the best way. And just seeing their talent level. I mean, the dedication these guys have to being the best of the best, and again, representing and making their country proud. I always had coaches who said, if you let a World Cup pass and you enjoy soccer as a kid playing it, it's just a shame. Yeah. Because you never get to see this type of this build up, to have this long of a wait just to play 3 games. It's kind of like the guys on the Super Bowl where they're like, by game day, let's get it on.
Let's just do it.
Yeah.
I'm done with the wait, and luckily for all of us who are fans, the wait is over. So Russia and Saudi Arabia kick off later today as sort of the initial first game of the World Cup tournament, and everything gets going full bore on Friday. So, Greg, thank you so much for taking some time to talk with me and share your passion for the beautiful game.
Thanks for having me.